Hey, welcome to Missoula, Montana, everybody. It is unseasonably warm here for March. And while we are here for a very specific reason, it is the Hellgate Mineral Society's rock show, and they're hosting the Northwest Federation. And well, I assume that you don't know what federations are, so let me explain it real quick. We're going to be going to the show tomorrow. Well, there is, on the top of the tier, you have the American Federation of Mineral Society. I can't remember. I'll put it right there. And then divided up amongst that, you have different regions. Like tomorrow, we're going to the Northwest Regional Show. And one of the reasons I'm here is because at a show that is a regional, there is competitive display cases. Now, I love a good display case. These ones, however, will be following a series of rules, and there will be a regional judge attending later on in the day, and they will be judging people's cabs or whatever different category they are participating in. And I want to see that because someday I would like to do that. So you got to see it at least once, right? Yeah. So we're up here in Missoula, and tomorrow's show should be excellent. There should be some good vendors, some good cases. We have 12 competitive display cases and 8 non-competitive, which should be awesome. It's t-shirt weather here in Montana in March. So this is just a small portion. There's the other side way over there. Got cases, but the thing that attracts me it's very dark in here. That's pretty fun. An old Dana's manual. Okay, I think the old Dana's manual is coming home.
Okay.
Oh. It's another copy of J. Harry Howard's book.
Do you want it?
I think that one's going to come home.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We got a whole bench of equipment for sale. So for lost wax casting, $75. A buffer. Oh, a little roller mill. That's cool. Little old Covington gem drill. Okay, so we got old Norton silicon carbide disc on that. A vacuum former, $150. Looks like a homemade sheet metal brake. An old R&M. Don't see many old R&Ms anymore. That's cool. So we have the old Lortone NS8 cooked motor. The hood, the shields, that's a great deal for that. That's a killer deal. NS8, even if the wheels are toast, but the trays and hoods, and this, you can still buy bearings. You can still buy bearings for that. Sarah.
What?
Okay, all this stuff is a great deal. Like, you're like, oh, Covington gem drill for $75. There's like a box of random bits and stuff for $10.
Yeah.
But the thing that is really good, okay, also thank you for running that out to the car.
That looks
Okay.
the worst out of everything. It's the dirtiest.
But yes, but that doesn't matter because you have the NS8 arbor plus the hoods and pans for $50. I don't need another arbor, but I'm just saying somebody's gonna get that and be like, wow, that's a crazy deal. Like even if the wheels are all toast, like whatever, none of that matters. You can get bearings for it still. Like that's a really good deal. That might be the dirtiest arbor I've ever seen though. But that's still a crazy good deal.
Take it home, clean it, sell it for $150
yeah, you definitely
in a second.
You definitely could do that. Okay, so it's a preformer. It's a preformer for $50. Huh?
I mean, you're not seeing that on Facebook Marketplace anywhere nearby.
It's an old Graves. Okay, here, take that. Wait, yeah, it almost... Yeah, it's an old Graves cabinet. It's mine now. That's mine. Okay, don't let anybody take this. I'm gonna figure out how I can buy this. $50 cabinet? I don't even care if the motor doesn't work. It doesn't matter.
We haven't even gone in and we're already 2 trips to the car worth of stuff.
Okay, I'll run this out and come back. So this is kind of the main vendor show area. I don't know. I'm a little overwhelmed, like already with like the cabinet. The last cabinet I saw was like $600, so like $50 for a preformer. I mean, okay. All right, let's. I don't know. Let's start way down there, and then we'll work our way back.
Big ones.
Oh, wow. Those are chunky. Those might be like the biggest Yellowstone agates I've seen.
Yeah, those are big.
Oh, Bear Canyon. I can't say I've seen a lot of Bear Canyon material. Usually that quality. Usually it's very scraggly stuff that I've seen, but that's amazing.
That's cool.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, they left
the toroidals. A lot of signs. Hello. Garnets.
French garnets. Doesn't really look like those other ones, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It does kind of look like the one thing we found, but it was sand.
Yeah.
Compressed sand.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fullerite, but so that wasn't the worst guess. But
Garnets are pretty cool. Anything else? There's water yet. Too much Sharpie. Scary.
yeah, just be like, take this off for me before I'll buy it.
Not bad for a mounted thumbnail. I see like a mineral dealer, it's all stuff from India, or it's the generic white box. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, take care.
Hey,
Hi.
I was thinking I recognize you, but now I know where I recognize you from. We've never met. I've watched your YouTube videos.
Well, thank you. I was just admiring everything that you have here.
Well, I recently watched one where you were in the Wawa Mountains and for the Gosselers, and it made me realize that
You can always hold the
it
line.
made me realize that I have one myself. That
Oh.
is exactly from the locality. This one. See, I got one.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah. So, and I got 3 special exhibits: one Grace Mountain rutile, one Murray Mine Nevada, stibnite, and then the other one is the Michael Mine. So this is all Michael Mine, even the calcites. I got copies of the article, you know.
Okay.
The book is from this book and
Okay,
so
we've got about 5 minutes left to go on the silent auction.
all kinds of stuff. A lot of old minerals here. This is Colorado, believe it or not. This is from Ouray, this piece, and it's linerite from the Blanchard mine. This is also Michael Mine, but I ran out of space basically. So.
I must say I'm very impressed because typically like when we see mineral dealers at shows, it's just generic white box.
Well, I'm a mineral collector too.
Oh,
So this is the best. This is the best one that I was able to find. Look at the gemminess of that.
yeah.
And it has a nice back crystal. This is a 770 gram piece right here.
I've
So
got
it's-
an individual that size. That's pretty sweet to have the.
I remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm a
Same
mineral
place.
collector. So
Do you,
that's.
do you have a, are you selling online? Do you
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a card?
On eBay actually.
Okay.
I have a really crappy card, and that will not give you away my eBay site.
Till
But
the silent auction ends for this round, and then we'll be calling another one in 15 minutes after that.
Okay.
give me a call.
Well, thank you. Hey, it was very nice meeting
Nice
you.
to meet you.
I'll take
I recently, I think, watched one of your movies on mineral cleaning too.
Probably.
I always like your output. It's just so you have that passion, you know, and it's that's what we are all about, you know. I've collected minerals since I was 9 years old. So.
Thank you.
We emigrated. Well, she's from Poughkeepsie, New York, but I emigrated from the Netherlands about 50 years ago. So we went straight to Missoula.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showing up and bringing such fantastic specimens.
We are also around this side, so yeah.
Okay.
Knock yourself out. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, these are very impressive specimens. I like that he has copies of the article over there. I mean, I love the quartz on stillite, but at the same time, I might be poor.
Yeah, I don't know, 300, 400.
Whereas like the micro amounts, like in particularly like that one is very impressive.
I think he left those at the mine.
Yeah, very cool. But even though it's not really our thing, there's a lot of jewelry here. There's a lot of very like finished pieces, from tumbles to cabs over there. I'll pull that cover and we'll look at that right now. That's cool to see something like that. We never made it to there.
No, I'm not a. I didn't.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You have quite the assortment here. I love to see some Central Washington material.
Yeah, me and my buddy just finished this painting.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
It's got Montana sapphires. It has the frog skin agate. And my friend Dustin Kegley Studios did all the engraving work on there.
Nobody finishes the backs of their pieces for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it right there.
Yeah, this is a true collaboration between both of us, and he's a really talented artist. I was happy to work on this with him.
Is there going to be more things like that?
Yes.
Do you have a card?
I have this card right here. I'm out of cards right now.
Well, I'll take Hey, people, if you're out there, if you're into stuff like that, which you should be, you should appreciate like some fine silver work right there.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, it was good to meet you
I
too.
love watching your videos, dude.
No, thank you.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, I'm Danny.
Yeah, hi.
Very
I
cool.
learned how to do all this from watching your videos.
Oh, dude, that. Thank you.
Yeah, I got this collection 2023, and I had to learn how to start cutting it, and then I didn't know what to do, so I started watching your videos on YouTube, and I was like, Richardson Ranch. And I started messaging and stuff back and forth, and yeah, so.
Well, I'm glad to see like the fruits of your labor here. Some beautiful pieces.
So like everything you put your time into is being well received, and it helps out the community a lot.
Well, thank you for saying that. I try to put out content that is meaningful for people that can further this and make it better for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
It's
well, I
really
hope
awesome to meet you.
I hope you have an excellent show.
Thanks.
This is impressive.
I appreciate it.
Hello. I was admiring your malachite.
Oh, okay. We have a couple pieces.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
$1.
I kind of like that. That's fun. Chipboard Rhyolite from Arizona. It does kind of remind you of chipboard.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see. So we recently collected this Celestine in Utah, and this is like quality Celestine.
Doesn't really look like the stuff in Utah.
Yeah, no, that's significantly better. So this is the area with all the display cases in here. So this case is an educational other. We got thunder eggs, petrified wood. So there's a lot of rules to competitive display cases. There'll be some links down in the description box talking about it. And then later on, there'll be a judging test result posted up.
Oh, yes.
A lot of butterflies. This is a non-competitive case of an educational mineral for the class name. And there's so many different things, different aspects that you're judged on with these. So it'll be really interesting to come back and see the posted results later. It's nice when they do memorial cases.
That's neat. A little collaboration.
It's nice. It's not a competitive display. It's just cabochons from the Northwest Federation, which is cool.
Yeah.
Educational minerals. So there's some strict guidelines on the labeling. So it'll be interesting to come back and see how some of these cases do. That's one thing that has came up online in conversations a lot, is people getting docked for not correct labels. I'm not saying
Not
that
correct format or
Yeah,
not
not
correct inaccuracy?
both. So that'll be interesting. I'm not saying this case is wrong. I'm just kind of pointing it out since there's, everything's labeled. So educational lapidary. You don't see many of the trees anymore that people used to make. They used to be a lot more common. So this is going to be an educational fossil case. And you can kind of really start to see like people have different styles, right?
Yeah.
So like
Assume.
you have like some satin fabric on risers. That's kind of a popular thing to do. I mean, everybody gets to do it their own way. Okay, so this case is another educational other. All about obsidian. You can see they have like a board that they wrapped in fabric for their background. This is kind of nice. You can really see the style of construction with the long piano hinges. So it all collapses down. An educational fossil case. Similar to some of the other ones, there are boards on the sides, fabric on the bottom. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. I like the flower beds.
Really starting to fill up in here. This is not a competitive case, but you can kind of see the style. They got like boards here that are pitched in, showing all of their amethyst. Very cool. I like that there's some good educational backgrounds.
I kind of like the V versus the rectangle.
I was just commenting on
Oh.
that. But these aren't competitive cases, so
Right,
like
yeah.
nobody's judging it. You can really do whatever the heck you want to do. I do love that everybody has like proper labels that I've seen, right? Like you don't need to have the formulas on there, but like it doesn't hurt. Nobody
fun.
complains about it.
Yeah.
I feel like these three might be from the same person,
Yes.
or they worked together for their backgrounds, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it does have the same business card.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't see it.
that's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Butterfly carvings. You don't see much of this like you used to.
Yeah,
There
those
used
are
to be-
nice. They're all a little different.
Yeah, there used to be like stone carvings like this used to be so much more popular as like a hobby within the lapidary world. That's fun.
Yeah.
Showing the progress. So the category on this one's educational fossils. It's interesting when you really start trying to look at the displays and seeing what is the most appealing. Part of it is also the background. You know, like, is that the fabric that you would go with? You know, like just these are all so different and so, I don't know, creative. I guess you get to be like, what looks good to you?
Yeah.
Lapidary modules. It's used in lost wax casting. So like you'll wind it up, there's like a spring in there, and then you pour your silver in here and it shoots it in, it like spins really, really fast.
Wow.
Hey, you guys know if you watch your channel for any length of time, Curtis, welcome.
It's great to see you guys. It's great to have you back up in the area.
Yeah, there's some cool, like that little gem drill is cool. Looks like a pressure pot.
Yeah.
Where's the piece you bought?
Oh, it's in the
it's in the car?
It's in the car. It's in the
Smart
car.
move.
Yeah. I mean, they're putting sold stickers on them, but like, yeah, you know, saw it and I had to jump on it. The one piece that looks really good. That is, I don't know what they would accept as an offer, but this is a roller mill for doing silver work, and like they have like the dies here that you can take like a silver wire and scale it down.
They're taking offers on that.
Yeah.
How? Okay, who's taking offers?
You can go up to that woman sitting there by the speakers. Okay, petrified wood case.
I'm curious about this one because they sat and looked at it for quite a long time.
Yes. And we were having a conversation earlier off camera with a couple of the officials judging. There will be results posted, and they also just gave some great advice. So, your microphone is off, by the way.
I turned it off. I forgot.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were giving us some good advice on maybe some future things that we can keep in mind when we're doing cases ourselves. We got three more here. So these are not competitive cases. That's very nice.
He's an archaeologist.
That's a pretty cool Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Right there. That's kind of cool. So much Montana material.
Yeah. Very high-end Montana material.
Yeah.
No agates. Yellowstone River agates in there.
One thing that was really excellent about this show was the presentations. And this one that we went to was from the Montana Crystal Miner, and it was all about Montana. It's definitely excellent to be able to go to a talk at a rock show, which isn't something that we've ever seen before or done before. And they actually had a lot of talks, but this was the only one that we went to. Okay, so results are out. This case got a final score of 97. Can you flip that up just a little bit so we can? Interesting. You understand? It's nice to see the feedback. Okay. So this person here with this case also got a 97. Not a whole lot of feedback on that.
Yeah.
I guess the
Bottom picture redundant. I don't know if I agree, but
yeah, good to know.
yeah, I feel like they were pretty picky with.
Yeah, so you can look at the feedback here. So we got a final score of 95, but yeah, we can. So I know it's really dark, but yeah, there is.
This one
it is kind of difficult to read some of those.
I mean, some of those down, you really have to get
Yeah,
down.
like we have to get really low to be able to see these.
They didn't like that some of the labels were on the specimens and some of the labels are next
That is
to
true.
the
Yeah,
specimen.
some of the ones in the back are on top.
Not consistent.
So this one slightly lower score than the others at an 86. And I mean, I guess when you start like looking at the feedback, you know, like even just this part about the labeling, right? Yeah, they're like not straight back there. That one in the back's coming off.
Yeah. Places that you can improve.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry. No, you're. This one got an 81, score of 81. Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot going on and they didn't think it was clear.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little hard to follow when you really think about it. You're like, okay, so there's number 8, and then find 8 back there. I kind of get it. So yeah, this one here, we got a 95, and this is all about the obsidian. And some of these are difficult to read with the backlight. Yeah, but once again, we have a note about labeling -4, which that's kind of what we knew going into this, that labeling was a thing that a lot of cases got deducted on, just broadly speaking, not necessarily this show, but just all of them.
To some of it.
Yeah, so this one still did really well with a nice score of 98, but -1 on the labeling.
But probably just because it's a little crooked over there. You have your one.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. You can see that one's crooked. Some of these are hard to read because they're not facing the viewer. Like those ones in the back. It says gastropods aimed that way.
Yeah.
So we got the fossils here. They got a score of 93. I think the showmanship is the one that probably did them the worst. And yeah, you're like that gaps into your fabric curled up, that type of stuff. Yeah, you really like the attention to detail is like my takeaway from this,
Probably like plan a lot of time setting it up in the morning or the day before.
Yeah. Bunch of agates. Beautiful stuff. They got a 95. I didn't even see where was the spelling error at.
They spelled the word Morocco wrong. oh, see where it says ends with a 0?
Yeah.
Oops.
That's hard. I'll punch in on you. But yeah, okay, so that's a deduction. Interesting. Overall, though, I mean, 95 is good. Petrified wood case. They got a score of 93. Yeah, so a comment on the labeling. The general blue forest is a place in the liner.
I didn't like the liner on that one. It does look a little...
Is that like a piece of tape stuck over there on the liner?
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's been used before and might be its last show.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So that's all the competitive cases. Do you want to walk through the show one more time and we'll see if we come up with anything great?
Sure.
Well, it's definitely not as nice as it was yesterday, but wow, what a show. That might be one of the top shows that we've gone to.
Yeah, that was great.
It was impressive. We went to that talk. Paul from the Montana Crystal Miner. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. The display cases, the judging. I learned a lot from just seeing that to really if you're going to compete, you really got to focus on having everything be perfect.
Yeah.
Didn't buy any rocks. This might be the first rock show. Walking away, no rocks, but a Graves cab mate and a couple of books. Well,
yeah.
That's great. We're going to look at the machine while back in the shop. Well, I must say that show was impressive.
Yeah.
I think it may have been the most professionally ran show that we've ever been to.
Yeah. Did it being in the Hilton Hotel add to that though? Part of that was the ambiance.
Well, yeah, I mean,
there was.
That's not to say other shows are bad. Like, there's not really a comparison, right? Like, you can't compare a tailgate show out in the desert of California to a show that is like a regional being held at a relatively nice hotel. They're just they're different categories to it, right? But I will say they did an excellent job there. It was a little loud, a lot of people. Good thing for the club.
They really packed a lot of vendors into their space.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like, they had a lot of high-end material. There was some rough. There's just kind of everything. It's kind of exactly what you would want out of a show. But we were really, I didn't buy any rocks. I have plenty of rocks. But what I don't have plenty of is cool old machines. There's always room for cool old machines. And some books. we'll talk a little bit about this. But first, there was also the display cases, which that was kind of like the highlight for me, was to see what people were doing and seeing kind of the judging process. We talked to a couple of the judges there off camera. I have some ideas, which was beneficial for me. What did you think?
Of the cases?
Yeah. We've seen a lot of cases, right? Like Spokane Rock Rollers, Lakeside, Mount Hood Rock Club. Like we've gone to a lot of shows and seen a lot of cases.
It's nice to have some rules and have people label things and encourage the labeling, or perhaps be judged on the labeling.
Even if it wasn't a judged display case, that is like the thing that makes a good case and a bad case, in my opinion, right? Like, I know what this rock is, but you may not know what this rock is. So having a label on it in a display case is kind of a critical thing for conveying to the viewer, why is this important, right? If it's just a bunch of rocks in a box, well, that's not so helpful. So the display cases with good labels, that's kind of cool. I'm hoping to, at some point, compete and put together my own display case. So yeah, that was good for me. Got a couple of books here. I have an extensive library. We have an extensive library upstairs, and it's just hard. You're hard to beat this. Like feel just the right, like that. It is. Old books are significantly heavier, and they're heavier because, well, they're higher quality. Just like everything about them, like the print, like the photos or illustrations, it's just all literally better. I'm sick and tired of, well, all the terrible books that we see being printed nowadays on the worst paper, not proofread, not fact-checked, bunch of garbage. So it's nice. You got to grab these old ones while you still can. Speaking of old ones, the Graves Cabmate with a preformer here. There will be a dedicated video about this. I definitely think I can get my $50 of fun out of it. Okay, like the motor does work. Well, it's not plugged in, but this thing would turn on if it was plugged in because it fully works. It looks very unused, right? Like these things, this thing looks like it's just like got dirt, right?
It looks really dirty. It's just dusty.
Yeah, it's like,
it's not like a use dirt.
The fact that this is metal and it would rust, right? Like I've seen some of these and they're just like complete rust buckets. The sticker is new, right? Like this thing did way more sitting than working. So I'm looking forward to that. There will be a dedicated video about this. What else? Any other thoughts on the show, Missoula?
I don't know. I thought the club did a really good job, and they were extremely involved, and they had the people selling the stuff, and then there was some display or some demonstrations that we didn't really go look at, and then there the equipment and the books and the people at the door, and it really took a lot of effort and club member volunteer hours, I'm sure, to put that show together, and they did a really good job.
I think maybe like not enough credit goes to the people in general that run these shows, because it's a significant amount of effort, and everybody's just a volunteer. I mean, be it the Hellgate Club or our rock club, Southern Utah Rock Club, like everybody's just doing it out of the love of the game, right? Like it's not like anybody's getting filthy stinking rich, volunteering to identify rocks at a table. So, it's a good organization that you should totally join up to, whatever your club is. So, thank you to everybody. Stay tuned for this thing. This will be a lot of fun. We'll do some preforming. I got some cool ideas for this thing, and we'll catch you in the next video.